Thanks for joining us. I'm Beth Farnsworth.
And I'm CJ Ward. More than 47,000 children who've crossed over the U.S.-Mexico border illegally will be housed in federal facilities, including one in Ventura County. Most of those teenagers, most of them are teenagers without parents who are running from violence in their home countries in Central America. But there are also reports these children were sent by people who think the children will be allowed to stay in this country permanently. They won't. Today, the Defense Department authorized federal facilities in several states to stay open for 120 days to house the children until their families are found or until they can be placed with a sponsor for the time being. Naval Base Ventura County is one of 3 facilities where those children are being held right now. The others are in Texas and Oklahoma.
The Port Hueneme Naval Base set up with the temporary shelter to house these hundreds of immigrant children. They were caught illegally crossing the border without a parent. The question many people are now asking, what happens to them next? News Channel 3's Kelsey Gerkens joins us live from Port Hueneme Naval Base with details. Kelsey.
Beth, right now there are about 200 immigrant children being held here at Port Hueneme Naval Base. And by next week, that temporary housing structure is expected to be full capacity with 600 immigrant children. Today, I spoke with immigration lawyers to find out exactly what's next for these children.
We really view this as a serious humanitarian issue.
Members of the Ventura County community are coming together in hopes of making sure these children are properly cared for.
We are an ad hoc group of attorneys at this point, make assessments of what's happening to the kids and what's going on, and then with the information that we receive, we can hopefully go in and address those needs.
A private contractor named Southwest Key is currently in charge of running the operation. Ventura County Attorney Laura Bartel says the way the company hired the children's caretakers troubles her.
A huge concern would be to make sure that people who are being hired to go take care of the children have the skills needed to take care of our refugees, children who are separated from their parents, from their family.
In the government's custody, the children will stay in the temporary shelter or be placed with a sponsor or family member that lives in the United States. Depending on the child's circumstances, immigration court will decide if the child will be deported back to their home country.
There's no relief available, or if the child doesn't seek legal counsel, then most likely the child may be ordered to return to their home country, either under voluntary departure or they could be ordered deported.
So far, more than a dozen children that were housed at the shelter have been placed with a sponsor or a family member in the United States. Reporting live at the Port Hueneme Naval Base, Kelsey Gerkens, News Channel 3.